Well, not all of your family members are as excited about fireworks as you might be. Pets can be struggling with the noise, and more pets actually run away on July 4th than at any other time of the year. The reason are the fireworks, right? Today, Dr. David Liss from Goodheart Animal Health Center is here to tell us about how to help keep our pets safe. And we have somehow convinced Doug, the sweetest little pup here, to also sit on a seat with us, on a chair. Tell me a little bit about when they hear the fireworks, what's going on, and why do they get so worked up?
Sure, yeah. It's really just those sudden, loud pops and bangs, and they don't understand what's going on or why they're happening.
He's like, get me off
Doug.
this TV. I don't want to be on here, okay? That is totally fine, Doug.
But yeah, they just don't know what's going on, and it really activates that fight or flight response.
Okay.
And some animals, they just try to find a way to escape from it.
Sure. We have some people who are already firing off fireworks in our neighborhood, and I can see my dog also getting kind of worked up. How do you help them in that moment?
Sure, yeah, great question. There's a few things you can do. My first thing to recommend is keeping them inside, ideally in a secure interior space, away from windows where they don't have any chances to escape.
Sure.
Some other things to consider, you can try some calming sounds like a white noise machine, dog or cat TV. If you look up on YouTube, there's plenty of calming sound videos. Certain products like a thunder shirt can sometimes help them feel a little swaddled and more
ads for that, yeah.
And then also, if you think your pet would benefit from it, you can reach out to your vet, hopefully before the 4th, and see if there's any medications or supplements that might be able to help them out with the anxiety.
Gotcha. So if they're already kind of worked up, like they're barking and stuff like that, do you think that will work, or is there something else to kind of take them down a couple notches?
Sure, yeah, ideally for the med and supplement route, that's going to be, a couple hours before predicting. In the moment, really, if you have an anxious dog, the best thing to do is make sure that they have someone there to comfort them with, either staying at home with them to be able to give that comfort to them, or having, a sitter or boarding so that someone can be there watching over them.
When you talk about a secure place, I mean, are you just talking maybe like the rec room or the basement that's, lower down, dark, like away from the windows? If the kennel is their safe place, what do you suggest?
Sure, yeah, whatever they're used to already is going to be best. We don't want any newness with their environment, and ideally, if you're able to with your home setting, somewhere more on the inside of the house where they, again, don't have those windows they can escape through, and it'll just be a little more muted, being more interior.
That makes sense. Well, what else would you advise to folks?
I would say one more thing. I would say especially with new pets, and if we don't know how they're going to respond.
Right, yeah, that's us, yeah.
Yeah, maybe at least for the first fireworks season, we stay with them or just make sure that someone's there with them so we know how they're going to react.
Yeah, okay, I'd never thought about pet TV before. Okay, I'd never even thought of that.
Yeah, Doug's a big fan.
I wish you guys could see Doug. He's like the sweetest little dog. And Doug is actually okay though, right? He has a...
Luckily, Doug tolerates the loud noises pretty well. I got pretty lucky with that, but he has his own anxieties.
Yeah, no, don't we all? Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for coming in. I'm sure this is so helpful for lots of folks, myself included. I was literally just wondering how to help Fiona on this long weekend. So thanks so much for coming in.
Of course, thanks for having me, yeah.